I can't believe you got me out of bed to do another episode.
No, like literally, I said, get up. The girls are sleeping. Let's go make a podcast
Yeah.
episode. So here he is.
So we're doing vacation right now and beautiful Orlando, Kissimmee. We were gonna go to Disney, but it seems it's gonna rain all day. It's cloudy. So we decided, okay, let's just make another episode,
Yeah,
right?
why not? We have information to give.
Yes. So the topic for today, oh, again, this is Fernando,
And I'm Priscilla.
and we're back. So the topic of today is the shiny object or shiny object syndrome. What is a shiny object?
A diamond ring? Is that what you're talking about? No. Okay. Shiny object syndrome. That is when you see lots of different strategies and you're seeing that one looks interesting, that one looks interesting. So it's a shiny object getting your attention, right? And you're going after each of those and learning after each of those instead of picking one and focusing on one. So I suffered from that because I love to read. And when we started real estate, I went into Bigger Pockets and I started learning about wholesaling. But when I would log in, I would see the forum and I would click on land and then I would click on rentals and then I would click on flipping. And so I would go down a rabbit hole with each of these strategies and not choose one and focus on one. So that what that ultimately did was it delayed our success.
But you gain a lot of information.
I did, but
Right.
what's good, what's information if you don't use it, right? So I think information is great. I'm all about learning, but let's put it to action too, right? So Tony says take massive action. So again,
Who's
pick
Tony?
Tony Robbins.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Everybody will know by the time we keep making episodes. I will refer to Tony Robbins as Tony. Anyways, so pick one. I know it's hard. I still go through it. I still see these new strategies on my YouTube feed, and I'm like, oh, that sounds really interesting. But then I have to go back, focus on what you're doing, put your head down, do the work, and you'll see success. You'll see results.
But we all suffer from this,
Hmm.
and not just in real estate, but in real life, right? That you start a book, and before you finish it, you see another book, you start that book, and then it's like it takes you longer to finish both books. So, also, there's an analogy saying that who can catch two chickens at the same time, right? Can you catch two chickens, running chickens,
I
right?
think it's rabbits, but okay.
Well, okay, two
Chickens
rabbits.
works.
But it's the same, right?
Yeah.
Try to catch two chickens running at the
Yeah.
same time.
No,
One will go this way, one will go that way. It will be
and
impossible.
you look crazy.
You look like a
Yeah.
chicken. So, if we bring this back to real estate investing, right? There are so many strategies out there, and we're gonna name a few. So you got wholesaling, you got flipping, which you buy, fix, and sell. You have lease options. You have buy and hold, which is rentals. You have land. You have the BRRRR method,
Brr.
which is buy, renovate,
Rent.
rent, refinance, and repeat. So then you got subject to, which is when you buy a property and you take over the payments on the mortgage. You don't pay that mortgage off. You just buy the house with the mortgage in it. You have owner financing and so on and on and on. So trying to think our experience, right? Um, we were broke when we started investing, which it was a good thing.
So was our car.
It's a good thing because when you're broke, you only got one or two options, right? So we kind of like narrow it down like this. Do you have money to invest? Yes or no? If you don't have money to invest,
You don't have many options.
your only option is wholesaling. I mean, not only option, but your easiest
Yeah.
is wholesaling because for wholesaling, it requires little money for
For an escrow deposit.
for marketing,
Yes, for maybe some street signs
for
to
a
put out.
deposit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you wanna have some systems. You wanna some subscriptions that can help you speed up the process.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't need much,
It's very, very minimal.
very
Yeah.
minimum. I mean, we put bandit signs, we buy houses, compro casas in English and Spanish, and people will call us.
Sharpies, get the Sharpies, the Magnum Sharpies from
Magnum
Amazon. Okay.
Sharpies, yeah, or Target.
Yeah.
So a sign costs maybe $2, blank signs with the stakes plus the Sharpie, and then you just put the signs, put your number, go stick them on the road, and then people are gonna call you.
Don't be
right?
afraid to do it. Just do it. For real, they work.
But be
Okay.
careful where you do it because some municipalities are a pain in the
Okay, shopping plazas. So go into Walmart's, go into Targets, go into Home
Publix.
Depot's, Lowe's, Publix. They don't have Publix everywhere, but anyways, go into shopping plazas because they're not regulated by the city. So code enforcement isn't going to go at you. Little golden nugget.
Okay, yeah. So, and if the police person looks at you putting a sign, it's not a crime. Remember, it's not a crime.
Say hi.
Just say hi. Okay. So, if you don't have money, right, then wholesaling, and I believe, this is my personal belief after these many years of investing, that even if you have money to invest, I will start a wholesaling. Why? Because if you learn the art of wholesaling, that can open the doors for you in the future. It will make you a great flipper, right? Um, who better than you sourcing your own deals, right? So also, I said the art of wholesaling because the concept of wholesaling, which was wholesaling for you,
Wholesaling is buying low and selling at a higher price to get profit.
that doesn't mean you have to buy it, right? You can lock up a property, land or house under contract. That contract gives you equitable rights. That's the term that you probably want to Google.
Equitable interest also.
Equitable interest, which gives you the right to market that property and sell it. So when you sell, you can sell the property or you can sell the contract, right? So you have the property under contract for 100, you can sell it for 110, you make the difference, but in reality, you're just selling the contract, right?
Now check out how things work in your state because in Florida, our contract, our state bar contract does say may assign this contract.
Yes.
So means that you can assign your rights to that contract to someone else.
Yeah.
So that's how we do it here in Florida. Make sure that
we'll get into the details when we talk about wholesaling.
Right.
Sorry to
No.
interrupt you.
No, you're
but,
good.
Let's keep talking. Let's moving on the shiny object. So when you learn the art of wholesaling, right, then you can become great at it, and then you can venture into more advanced strategies like flipping, buy, fix, and sell, lease options, the BRRRR method, or whatever you want, right? And because wholesaling is great. It's amazing when you're learning the business or when you're broke, right? Because you can do a deal and in hours of your time and make 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, right? It all depends on how much value you bring to the marketplace. So
No, you're good. Keep going.
I didn't mean to put you in the.
No. I'm
You're good? Okay,
listening.
okay.
I'm listening. I'm good.
We're being real.
No,
Okay.
no.
So good.
No.
I'm sleeping
He's so
in the couch
sweet.
tonight.
No, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So different. So what if you don't listen to us because we didn't listen to everybody, and you say, you know what, I don't care. I'm not gonna start a wholesaling. I love flipping. I wanna be one of those flip this house one of those flippers in that show, right? Like you wanted to be one.
Okay, yeah, he's calling me out. That was me 15 years ago watching Than and oh, I'm so sorry. I don't remember his sidekick's name. Watching them on Flip This House and saying, I'm going to be a flipper, I'm going to be a flipper. And here I am 15 years later flipping houses and realizing that that show is not quite how
Accurate.
they present it. But anyways, that's
But
besides
you
the point.
said it's a show.
It is a show. Okay.
So when you go in the ins, when you go into the details, it doesn't really work that way. But
Okay, but I'm gonna push your limiting beliefs, right? So why can't I be a flipper if I say I found this property? I'm gonna go ask somebody that I know to be my lender. So now I found the money to buy the property and to fix it. So the person was resourceful, right? So there are ways for you to find the money, but the fastest way is wholesaling in our opinion. Now what if you do have the money?
so if you have the money and let's say you want to start with the BRRRR method, right? The buy, renovate, rent, rehab, repeat, then it's okay, right? You do you have the time to learn the method, the strategy? Do you have the time to learn it and apply it? And do you like it, right? You have to like the strategy that you pick. But it doesn't matter which strategy you pick. What matters is that you follow through, right? It's great to go into those seminars that we've gone to, right? And they teach you. They bring the storage unit expert. They bring the notes expert. They bring the lease option
So that
expert.
will definitely give you shiny objects.
That will mess that with your mind. Like you go, wow, you can do that. Oh, I can do that. No, I can do that. No, I can do that. And then you go like, oh,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
do I start?
yeah.
So it's okay to be exposed if you don't know what you want or what you like. But once you pick one, follow through.
Yeah.
Follow through. It, I don't know if it's this society or it's human nature, but most people start something and don't finish it. They give up too soon, right? So if you grasp this concept, if you never give up, doesn't matter what happens. If you follow through, you never give up, you will be successful.
Fernando.
Okay.
I really think it's important that you like the strategy, because the excitement behind it, behind wanting to get moving, get up from bed, um, to do it, it's part of this. It's part of the success. The other thing is try to surround yourself with people that are also doing that strategy. Network with other people who are wholesaling. Network with other landlords. Whatever strategy you choose, but again, choose one strategy. I wish somebody would have had a podcast episode or a post on this on Bigger Pockets, because it is so true. Right now, like he said, you can go to Bigger Pockets right now. You can find out how to wholesale a house, how to wholesale land. You can find out how to flip a house. All of that information is out there. But the mindset, the that storage unit sounds really good because I don't have to worry about broken toilets versus my rentals are calling me because their toilets are broken. So now I want to do that. But I started this, so I need to finish this. I think the mindset is the number one thing. So focus, pick one strategy and just focus little by little.
Yes. So to give you an example of our choices, right? We bought into a program back then by watching these virtual
Webinar.
webinars. That same thing, right? They will bring the expert in this, the expert in that. We like one. We invested a lot of money back then, which was $1,000 for us. Was a lot of money,
It was a lot back then.
and so we started implementing it. So the whole program was about you can do a double close, so you can wholesale REOs, which is back then was for a bank foreclosed on a house. They will call those REOs, real estate owned by the bank. And but they will not allow you to do assignments. You cannot sell your contract. You have to buy the property and sell. So the program that we bought into, they will lend you the money for 1 day or 2 days, and they will charge you a fee. So you don't have to worry about the money. Just go for look for deals, like them up, find the buyers, and they'll lend you the money for 1 day, and that's it. You keep the difference. So it sounded great, yes,
It's a
and
good tool to have in your
we
toolkit.
applied it, and we used that resource one time, but we learned a lot. We learned a lot,
But we could have used it more if
It-
we had focused
and it kept
just on that program and implemented that one program.
and which was basically wholesaling.
But
right?
we were a little impatient, maybe.
I don't know. We were young and I didn't want to say stupid.
I don't think we were super. I think we were impatient and
Uh,
still had a lot to learn.
we had the shiny object. So basically, the minute we found a Harmony lender, as we talked in the previous episode, and we said, okay, I got a construction experience. Let me flip a house. She was watching too many flip this house episodes. So let's flip a house. So we started flipping now that we have the lender. And then along the way, I was still interested in learning about lease options. So we started to do like a hybrid. Let's buy a house to flip, but instead of just selling it, we keep it and do a lease option because I saw that you can make more money if you're able to structure it this way. And we can talk about the difference between flipping, wholesaling, and lease options. But something that I learned from Ron LeGrand, and which is true, the longer you hold on to a house, the more money you'll make. So wholesaling is great, but it's like active income. Flipping is great, but it's still active. You have to go find the house, fix it, and then it's slow, right? So if you're able to keep the house and do a lease option, you'll make much more money down the road. But anyways, so we went from wholesaling to rehabbing to lease options, and then I kept learning other strategies. So I learned about subject tools.
Now we had to become landlords in between there too because one
Yes.
of our flips wasn't selling, so we ended up having to rent it. So from wholesalers, we went to flippers. To then,
That's
sorry,
our dog.
that's our
That's our
dog.
dog.
Welcome
You
to
okay?
the real. We're being real. So from wholesaling to flipping to one of our flips wouldn't sell because the market had crashed. So we became landlords. Then we did lease options. I think we did a land in there. We bought a piece of land in there. So just legit shiny object syndrome all the way. And after years went on, we're like, wait, how about we focus on one thing? There's a great book out there. It's called The One Thing.
One thing.
So I highly recommend that book. Um,
What is
we-
it? Keller?
I
I think it's Keller,
yeah.
the author.
I don't remember. I
The
just
one thing.
yeah. So it's really good. It helps you just put your mindset at let me just focus on one thing. And I know a lot of us stay at home moms and dads. I'm sure there's lots of stay at home dads out there. We have to juggle a lot of things, but you can still juggle a lot of things and focus on one thing at a time. So yeah, that's
Especially today with technology, people's attentions are split up into so many things, right? You have a phone that rings, beeps, vibrates. You have a watch that rings, beeps, vibrates.
and all the notifications on that phone and
You
that
have the
watch.
TV on, the computer on. Some people have Alexa or the other ones, and it's like boom, your attention goes there, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Then people talking to you, or your kids screaming at you, and it's like, it's so hard to stay focused when you have so many distractions and notifications and interruptions, right? So if you can learn anything from our experience, which
Was a little messy.
a little messy, uh, try to pick one, follow that one until you become successful, then bring another one.
But now I do have to say, as Tim Ferriss said in the 4 Hour Work Week, if you start a book and you don't like it, don't finish reading it. If you start a movie and you don't like it, don't finish it.
But define
If
you
it
not liking it, because usually people give up when things get difficult.
okay, I'm not talking about giving up. I'm talking about I really don't like land, for example. Not me personally, but if you say I really don't like land, I just don't, it does not excite me for anything. It doesn't make me want to work towards it. It's just not interesting for me. Then don't do it. Pick one of the other strategies, but try to figure out what it is that you like. And there's lots of ways for you to figure that out.
Okay, I just want to reassure you that if things get difficult, it's not the time to quit. It's the time to keep going. And we learned this from another mentor, massive imperfect action. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? We can talk a little bit about the mindset. We have different personalities, right? Some people are thinkers, that they have like the engineered brain.
They analyze everything.
They analyze everything. They want to think step 10 before they take action and do step 1. And then you have the action takers that they take action blindly.
Risk takers?
Yes, but I mean, you can take action, but if you don't know where you're going, it's like,
Mhm.
let me go to, I want to go to, right? I want to go to New York, and okay, you jump in the car and start driving west. You're not gonna get to New York, right? So you need to know where you're going, and then take the action. But also, don't think
And never
too
get in the
much
car.
and never get in the car. So different personalities. The, going back to the shiny object, pick one, follow through. Things will get difficult. It's
Yes.
not the time to pick another object. Just keep going, and will be successful. If you don't give up, you keep going.
It'll get difficult before it gets easy. But that's everything in life when we're learning something. So, yeah.
Anything you want to add?
No? I think that's
All
it.
right. So I think the kids are up and screaming. They're probably hungry, and I'm hungry too. So thank you guys. God bless you.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.